I am pleased to be addressing this summit organized by Bloomberg BNEF, which is being attended by several of my ministerial colleagues, industry leaders, domain experts. With the all who is who of this sector present here, I would even say that this room is absolutely electric with all the energies here. The theme of the evening is energy. Energies whose harnessing separates us from the animals and has driven the civilization forward. It will be absolutely fitting to say that the world was created with a spark of energy, and the world will survive only with the sustainable energy. And India of today, under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Modi, it is not only surviving but thriving. We remain the world's fastest growing major economy globally. We are the fifth largest economy. 2 days back, the World Bank raised India's GDP of financial year 25 to forecast 7% from 6.66%. Not only economically, India is also at the forefront of the transition to a sustainable future. We are garnering the global admiration and accolades for prompting the greener economy and building the resilient future. Energy security is amongst one of our 9 key priority areas and has been prominently provisioned in current year's budget. We are not only walking the talk but also inspiring the other nations. India has emerged as a pivotal player in driving the sustainability initiatives within the global south. At COP28, November 2023, the IPCC warned that the current policies, global warming was set to cross 3%. The G20 summit held here in India in September 23 in its declaration reiterated mission by or around mid-century. India has set a goal to become net zero by 2070. Additional 10 years from 2060, the year that China has announced. According to me, this is reasonable as India is still at an early stage of development. Russia and the USA have one of the highest per capita emissions, followed by China. India's per capita emissions are much lower than the global average of 6.76 ton CO2 equivalent. For us, this could also be a blessing in disguise. We must understand that more emission a sector produces when it peaks, the harder, more expensive it is to reduce those emissions to zero. This is because more carbon-emitting plants will need to be shut down. I am of the firm believer that India should make optimal use of its coal reserves to generate the affordable electricity while simultaneously balancing its energy basket with the renewables. And India is doing a wonderful job on this balancing front. In last 10 years, India's overall coal production has gone by 76%, that is from 566 million ton to 997 million ton, whereas our installed renewable energy capacity has witnessed 165% increase in last 10 years, that is from 75.52 gigawatt to more than 203 gigawatt as of now. The total RE generation in India has increased from 193.50 billion units to 360 billion units in 2023-24. That is in last 10 years of Modi government, an increase of 86%. So under Prime Minister Modi ji, we have not only generated the electricity at the cheaper rates, but also brought the tariff down by 76% for grid-connected solar power plants. In 2010-11, it was rupees 10.95, and today it is 2.60, that is in 23-24. This is a true transformation, and we are not done yet, not even close. We are just warming up to keep the planet cooler. In less than 3 months since I assumed my new role as the Union Minister for New and Renewable Energy, we have launched Viability Gap Funding Scheme for offshore wind energy projects. The scheme has total outlay of 7,453 crore and will help to generate 10.20 million units of electricity every day. This would provide electricity to more than 1 million homes. We have also amended the guidelines for the development of the wind power projects. This will help increase the land area available to installation, resulting in increase in deployment. In last 3 months, Renewable Energy Implementing Agency have issued RE power procurement bids for 14 gigawatt capacity. I am happy to say that around 6.7 gigawatt solar module manufacturing capacity has been added to the approved list of models and the manufacturers during this time. More than 2.5 lakh rooftop solar systems have been installed under PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana ever since I am heading this ministry. Out of 3.8 lakh total installation, more than 70% have happened during the last 3 months. We have breached 1 lakh standalone solar pump installation since June 2024 under PM Kusum. Installed solar pumps result in desalinization of irrigation and help reduce the carbon emissions. During this time, the second tranche of the capacity for the electrolyzers manufacturing under the National Green Hydrogen Mission has been awarded to 11 companies. Total capacity of 1,500 megawatt has been awarded. This will result in deployment of 1.5 gigawatt per annum of domestic electrolyzer manufacturing capacity in the country. It will also help in achieving the target of 5 million metric ton for per annum of the green hydrogen manufacturing capacity in the country. Also, scheme guidelines for the implementation of strategic intervention for the green hydrogen transition, that is called SITE program, were issued and request for the selection floated. This will help in creating 4.5 lakh metric ton per annum of a green hydrogen production capacity in the country. A similar request for the selection was also issued for the green ammonia. Let me reiterate, all these have been happened only in past 3 months. A sector growing so rapidly will definitely provide a momentum to India's growing economy. India has created a competitive industry structure in renewables. The cost of the solar power in India is among the cheapest in the world. This is also because we get a good number of sunny days. Why does India get so much of sunlight? Because we have direct blessings of Surya Devata. Our prayers for sunshine come with a VIP darshan pass. अब तो जानते हैं VIP darshan pass के बारे में, ऐसे मैं समझता हूँ. But understand that despite all the progress, some challenges remain. As per the Niti Aayog's report, India's total emissions, excluding land use and the land use change and forestry, amounts to 3,132 metric ton of CO2 equivalent. More than 75% of this is caused by energy sector. The key for the decarbonization is India's electricity sector lies in being able to meet the incremental demand from non-fossil fuel to fuel sources. For this to happen, success in creating large-scale grid storage is essential. A policy to promote pumped storage projects in India is being planned to store excess electricity, facilitate the integration of the renewable energy into India's energy mix, and accelerate the development of PSP projects. We are also implementing PLI scheme for the high-efficiency solar PV models with rupees 24,000 crores. Under this scheme, letter of awards have been issued for setting up 48,337 megawatt of fully and partially integrated manufacturing capacity of the high-efficiency solar PV modules. So we are indeed moving steadily towards the green economy, and in our pursuit, we need support from all stakeholders. Through this Bloomberg BNEF summit, I urge the industry to reach out to me for any feedback regarding the making the sector more competitive and yielding. As we warp up today, let us remember that every small effort counts when it comes to the sustainability. I thank for your commitment and enthusiasm. Together, let us create a brighter, greener, and future for the tomorrow, which is very, very safe to our next generation. Thank you. Dhanyavad.